grief can be lonely, but I was already lonely. So, you know, grief can cause headaches and stomach issues. I did not know that. That's probably why I've had a stomach ache for 7 years. Rituals can help, like getting up, drinking your cup of coffee, going for your walk, keeping your daily, they call it chop wood, carry water, keep your daily activities. Don't try to sleep all day, okay? I'm going to come over there and wake you up. Or therapy, even if it's temporary. I do it on the phone now. After I, went to the office for a couple years or whatever. And then COVID hit, and since then I've been doing it on the phone, and I love it. I get full attention on the phone. Grief can impact one's sense of identity. Like, you thought you knew who you were, and all of the rug is pulled out from underneath you. You end up on the ground. It's empty. It's terrible. It's like, what? Wait, I was a mom? I still am a mom, but for a couple years there, I felt like I wasn't a mom anymore and I have 2 sons. Just losing my daughter, it makes you feel crazy. It makes you think of all kinds of things that you never thought you could think. And if you have unresolved issues with that person that, or with a situation, like I said, grief is not necessarily about a person passing away. It's about a loss, whether it be a divorce, a mini death, a divorce, an election, whatever it is. And you need to take care of yourself and give yourself a break. Don't beat yourself up for feeling weird and not knowing how you feel. Okay. You have to have faith. It really helps you get through things. Now, I have faith everything will be all right. I really do. I know that everything is going to be all right regardless of what it feels like right now. So, I have to keep going. And then just most of what we worry about and the negative things we think don't even happen. They don't exist. They don't happen. So, what I'm trying to say is, even if you have to fake it till you make it, I'm not telling you not to feel your feelings, but I'm telling you, get up out of the bed and open the front door and go out the door. Whether you just go to the junk store or go to a shop or go grocery shopping or whatever. It doesn't matter what religion you are, or if you're not a religious person. I don't consider myself a religious person, but I am a spiritual person. You don't have to believe in God. You just have to know you ain't God. And a friend of mine used to say that all the time, and I can't forget that because it's true. You're not as big as the ocean. You're not as big as the woods. You're not as big as the sky. You're not as big as God, whatever God you believe in. You have to know that everything will be all right. I'm telling you, everything will be all right. And just have faith that it will, and carry on like it will. And no, you don't need to be lazy and not care about anything, but you have to believe it's going to be all right. And it will be all right. Grief is a journey. A journey is not just a straight path. It's not, okay, from here to there, I want to hurry up and get there. No, it could go all over the place. You might meet the coolest people. I remember after Jesse passed away, I just was at this random park, and this lady she kind of looked, I don't know, maybe she just felt that something was wrong with me, but she kind of looked that way. And we just started talking, and I told her my daughter had passed away, and she told me about her son had passed away, but now he had passed away several years before that, but he had committed suicide. And I just remember we talked, not real long, but it was like when I left there, I know she felt better, I felt better. I just needed somebody to talk to, and I felt like my family and friends, they're probably sick of hearing me talk about Jesse. So it's good to talk to people. It's good to talk to people. And it's good to listen to people. And now, I don't know why. I have weird dreams all the time, and I don't know. Just thought one day I would love to help other people with grief. There's no, I mean, you could say, well, I'm not a professional counselor. No, I'm not a professional counselor. I go to counseling, but I can guarantee you I have some stories. And I also have some success in not just drying up and blowing with the wind, you know. I just tried to stay. I'm not saying I didn't have a rough time. Oh my gosh, I did have rough times. But it wasn't, you know, it wasn't something that I even knew how to do. I mean, my sister had passed away. My dad passed away. I knew how to grieve. But with Jessie, it was totally different. She was 28 years old, and she stayed intelligent up until the second she passed, 24 hours before she passed away, they put her on some heavy morphine so she couldn't talk. But she was trying to tell us what to do, and just like she always did, or give us a list of stuff to do and who to call, and yeah. Grief can really impact your relationship with other people. Now, after Jessie died, I didn't really care if it impacted anybody's relationship because I just didn't have the capacity to think that way. And she filled my brain 24/7 every second of the day. It sort of drove me nuts, and I kind of wanted it to go out of my brain because I just needed. That's how I did it, though. I stayed busy, and that kind of gave me a break from. As long as I was doing something and trying to focus on whatever I was doing, and I stayed busy. I mean, I don't even know if I slept. I wasn't one of those people that get depressed. I've been depressed and slept before. I know what that's like. But this wasn't like that. This was like me staying so busy just not to think. I just didn't want to think, you know. I didn't want to go and drink alcohol or do drugs or anything because I just thought it would make me even sadder. It was a thought, but, you know, I just had to get through all that. I don't know. I just feel like if you're going crazy and you feel like I'm at the end of my rope, do something. Stay busy. Go for a walk. Walk across the United States if you have to. Do whatever it takes, but don't fall into that sad, sad, sad place. It's not good. Legacy projects. There's something you can do. You feel like there's nothing else you can do after you lose your loved one or after you have a big loss in your life. But there is something. Do a legacy project on the holidays or whenever, once a year, whatever. I also have her music. I have videos, but still, I have a lot from her and stuff she did. My counselor still wanted me to do some projects on the holidays to remember Jessie. If nothing, for no other reason, to talk about her, to make sure that we talked about Jessie. If we're ever going to see a counselor, right now might be a good time. Get your head straight, get your head wrapped around everything, and get ready to get on with your life.